Wesatyahala Ikata Ravnar. With you all health, I am Ravnar, or Raven, whichever you prefer. So, I do have some topics to discuss, but before we start, I'm going to tell people really quick about a way that you can get an extra $100 if you happen to have direct deposit, such as, for example, maybe from a paycheck or anything like that. So, I have a Chime checking account. And if I give you my referral code and you use my referral code to sign up for your own Chime checking account, then if you make a direct deposit into your new Chime checking account within 14 days after creating it of at least $200 or more, then Chime will actually pay you an extra $100, and they'll also pay me an extra. They'll pay me $100 too. So we can help each other out by. And I actually have had a couple of people that have done this with me, and it works and it's real, and there are no catches. It just has to be by direct deposit. It has to be at least $200, and you have to deposit it into your new Chime checking account within 14 days after creating it, and you've got to register through my referral code, which I will put in the description on this video down below. I like it when people go down below. Anyways, so it'll be down there. Also, another way that we can help each other out and save lives is, well, I donate plasma on a regular basis twice a week to CSL Plasma. So if you are not registered as a plasma donor with CSL Plasma, then if you register with them through my referral link, then once you make your first plasma donation and then I make my next donation, then they'll actually pay me an extra $50. And as a new plasma donor, you get paid more. You'll get paid $100 for that. Seems like $100 is a bit of a theme right now, but those are two ways in which you and I can actually help each other make a little extra money in these trying times. And also with CSL Plasma, you're saving lives. You're helping a lot of people. Take, for example, babies that have hemolytic disorder. Hemolytic disorder is very horrible, and it cannot be diagnosed while the child is in the womb. And if it's not treated immediately after they're born with an emergency transfusion of plasma, then they die. It's really heart-wrenching. So, if you donate plasma, there's a pretty good chance that your plasma will be used to save the life of a newborn. It's used for so many other things as well, but those are a couple of ways in which we can help each other get a little bit of extra money in these hard and trying times. And that second one, the CSL Plasma one, is a way where we also both get to help save lives. Now, on to the topics. I already talked about this a little bit earlier, but I have a little bit more to say. So TikTok is very likely being banned, and there's a very high likelihood that tomorrow TikTok might go dark. We don't really know for certain what's going to happen with TikTok. But here's the thing. According to my research, and You should do your own research. I'm not always correct. But according to my research, there are 5 million small businesses that have been built on TikTok. And a ban on TikTok could potentially stomp out all of those 5 million small businesses. So many of those small businesses are run by people that have children they're trying to take care of. Now, Mark Zuckerberg and Meta spent $7.6 million, which is record-breaking in terms of lobbying. $7.6 million to lobby for the ban on TikTok. And it's very likely that the reason why he did that is because TikTok is the chief competition for Instagram, which of course is owned by Meta and Zuckerberg. In other words, Mark Zuckerberg is totally fine with destroying the livelihoods of 5 million small business owners just so that he can try and make more money for himself off of his app. And the guy was interviewed by Joe Rogan and went on and on and on, blah, 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 about how masculinity isn't valued enough anymore in the workplace and in general, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, I don't personally subscribe to the mentality necessarily that masculinity should be distinctly associated with being a hard worker, but that's his mentality. He seems to associate those things. He has very outdated thinking. And so if we were to, for the sake of the argument, say that association is accurate, then he's hypocritical as fuck. Because if it is accurate to say that masculinity should be associated with being a hard worker, then he just spent $7.6 million trying to destroy the hard work of 5 million working class people, 5 million small businesses. 5 million. The man, if we can even call him that, has no real respect for working class people. None. To me, this is immeasurably evil. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Hi, Sarah Small. Welcome to my live broadcast. How are you doing? Oh, hey, Smalls. Okay. It's nice to see you in my live. How are you doing? I'm all right. I'm just discussing the topics for the live. Talking about how Mark Zuckerberg is an extraordinarily evil person for having spent $7.6 million to lobby for the ban of TikTok. How he spent $7.6 million to try and destroy the livelihoods of millions of small business owners on TikTok, but yet has the gall to sit there and talk about how masculinity isn't valued enough anymore. Masculinity is not valued enough anymore. As if he's some kind of a, everyday, hardworking, blue-collar person, when really he just tried to destroy the livelihoods of fucking millions of everyday, hardworking, blue collar people, you know, and he's incredibly hypocritical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's just an absolute hypocrite. It was hard to find you by Mimyr as well, so I copied Uncle Ravnana and typed it in my YouTube. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to fix that then. I'm gonna need to fix that. Were you able to find my podcast via the link on my link tree? I'm gonna test it myself and see if it works because it should be working. Should take people straight to my podcast. My podcast. Look at me. I'm a scary millennial with my e-cigs and my podcasts. Yeah, it does take it should take people directly to my YouTube. But I guess a lot of people are still very accustomed to, you know, having to do the whole thing where you go to the search bar and you type in the person's account name or username. So it makes sense. To be honest, one thing I noticed about a lot of people on TikTok and on Linktree is that I don't think that a lot of people are really accustomed to Linktree. You know, people are much more accustomed to actually going to the search engine like Google or you know going onto YouTube itself and then using the search bar to search for things. So you know, Linktree is nice when people know about it, but a lot of people actually really don't. Like a lot of content creators have had to do what I had to do, where you know you actually needed to make a video, a little tutorial video showing people, hey, look, this is Linktree. This is where you find it. You know, you do a green screen and you know you show your profile or your main page, and you know you highlight the link on it. And you go, you know, you just click this link, and it will take you to this page. This is where you go. You know, so I kind of wonder whether or not Linktree is actually really effective, whether or not it's actually really worth it to have that. Thank you for the like. And if you could, please share out this live broadcast. And also, you know, if you do share the live broadcast, the link will still be viable even after I end the live because people can actually watch the live after it's done broadcasting. So, you know, please share it out. It would be greatly appreciated. Five million businesses. I guess tomorrow we're going to find out whether or not 5 million small businesses are just going to be stomped out as if they're nothing more than insects to these big, rich, fucking spoon fed, overgrown babies. I'm praying to the gods that there's some miracle, you know? Like, I've even thought, you know, what if today I went and I bought a lottery ticket and I somehow won $50 million? You know what would happen? I'd buy TikTok. And you know what else I'd do? I wouldn't just buy it. I wouldn't just buy TikTok if I had $50 million. I would actually make it so that all of the content creators on TikTok own a fair share of the company. That's what I do. I'd make it so that the people own the app. That's what I would do. So that the people who own the app and the people who make the app what it is. The people who create all of the content on the app would own it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. And I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, many of us have been on TikTok for years. We are the ones who made that app what it is. So it should belong to the people. It should absolutely belong to the people. So, Smalls, do you have any questions for me by chance? Who's watching right now? Can I get a head count? Who's watching? It won't show me who's watching. That kind of sucks, but that's okay. Now, for now, while I'm boosting my algorithm on YouTube, I'm probably not going to do super long lives just yet. But I will do a ton of smaller lives, like within the 20 to 30-minute range. So I'll probably be taking a break in a few minutes here, just so you know. $5 million small businesses, stomped out like they're nothing more than insects by people who think that they can just get away with things. Just go back to their big houses and a nice, comfy money, get away with anything. That CEO got shot for destroying people's lives. Can we get a Luigi to take care of Mark Zuckerberg? We need another Luigi. We need a couple of them, at least. We got a couple of CEOs that really need to be taught a lesson. But anyways, I'm going to take a break from going live in a minute or two. And I will be live again later. Thank you all very much for watching. Please check out my recent post in the community section on my channel here. I've got a very, very interesting photo that I would love to have some people look at. Maybe leave some comments on it. Let me know what you think of it. It is of an African drinking horn, which is really cool. And my Patreon link is going to be in the comments below. Again, thank you all very much for watching my live broadcast. Wasat Yahala, with you all health, grow strong and think deep.